Hello, and thanks for tuning in to the Candidate's Statements. I'm Deb Henson, candidate for City Councilor at large. We have an historic election this year in Northampton. So many candidates. Why now? Well, people I've talked with, maybe you were one of those, want some things to change in the way this city is governed. And some of us have decided to step up and be a part of that change, really listening to the community, making decisions transparently based on how the majority wants our tax dollars allocated. People I've talked with tell me they don't feel heard by their elected officials. I agree, and I'm determined to change that. If elected, I will not automatically sign whatever the mayor sends to the council for approval. Instead, I will actively solicit your opinions, electronically and in person. Most importantly, I will then bring your priorities to the decision-making table. I will ask my constituents, you, what your priorities are, and I will consult experts so that the budget ends up reflecting and funding what most folks I've talked to want for Northampton. Several topics are the ones I hear most about. First, fully funded schools so that our kids can learn and thrive without emptying the city's coffers. Second, sufficient funding for DPW to repair streets and sidewalks to enable all our neighbors, including those in wheelchairs, to be able to traverse our city safely. Third, affordable housing. I will strive to require all new building developments to include a percentage of affordable and ADA-compliant units. Fourth, many residents want a pause on Picture Main Street until some safety concerns can be adequately researched. I favor a trial run. If PMS design is fine as is, why is the current administration refusing to demonstrate its success in a trial run, like other cities and towns have done? Maybe discover that some changes are needed? Other important issues have been brought to my attention as well as I've talked to people. For example, the tax incentives given by the city until recently to defense contractor L3 Harris, despite L3's violation of the 2018 executive order to eliminate any and all ties to the nuclear weapons industry. Also, the recent light pollution ordinance in Northampton that has yet to be fully implemented or enforced. Then, of course, there's the upcharge in our water and sewer bills for the supposed departure of Coca-Cola that has not yet occurred, but we have not received a refund from the city for our overpayments. And then, of course, there's the overpayment by the city to Eric Sewer for the Baptist Church Resiliency Hub that sits abandoned. The list goes on, showing us the insidious nature of the current administration, bolstered by the city council rubber stamping the mayor's agenda. Lack of transparency in governing and creating budgets that advance their goals, not the will of the people, who were not given a meaningful opportunity to engage in the decision-making process. What can I bring to the City Council? A fierce desire to help this city be the best it can be. I have made Northampton my home because we are a kind, compassionate, intelligent community. We have the necessary humanity and skill sets to fix the problems that have developed here over quite some time. I will help the council regain its power of the purse and the power of the people's voices. My qualifications: I'm a clinical social worker, psychotherapist, who values communication and honesty and can negotiate calmly in conflictual settings. I'm also a lawyer who consults with and defends mental health professionals. I'm used to helping resolve high-risk challenges, looking outside the box for solutions. I have a history of advocating for the most vulnerable, women and children of domestic violence, special education children, and the mentally ill. I am an organized, hard worker. I digest information quickly and want to help improve this community for all residents, as my previous civic activities have demonstrated. If you're interested in more details about my civic involvement here in Northampton, as well as my personal and professional background, please check out my website, votefordebhenson.com. That's vote number 4, debhenson.com. And please join me in changing our city back to its roots of caring for the most vulnerable among us. Thanks for listening to my statement.